Zach is dead.
All right. Okay. We'll start it on that one.
May he
So,
rest in peace.
may he rest in peace. Yes, you're right on there, JC. With other than that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the High Ground Zombies podcast here on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. And today we've got a special guest with us. Another special guest. I know. Please welcome Mr. Jason Hoisington. How are you, mate?
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm doing pretty good. Hope you guys are having a good day.
We love that. We love that.
Yep.
So, it's been quite a fair bit since we've uploaded on the channel, but I mean,
Yeah.
knowing our upload schedule and knowing by the background, it's not my usual setup. I'm in a temporary setup. Don't you worry, but I will be back in my normal stream setup pretty soon. But other than that, let's get straight into the topics. So the first topic, ZFT. JC, do you want to talk about it?
This isn't definite, so take this with a
Grain
a
of
pinch
salt.
With the grain
Ooh.
of salt. ZFT, in short, ZFT5 may not be happening this year, and we have our reason for that is that we don't have enough players, and if we don't have enough players by the time of near the captain's draft, then we physically can't do the tournament this year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. It's sad news because I was really excited for it this year.
I mean, what is it? I have, what is it? Well, I would say that the names I have is pretty much average to fill up 2 teams. So,
Yeah.
if you want to get at it, you know where it's at, links in the description of the Google Forms, go sign up now. It's competing for the kindness campaign, raising money for the
Charity.
great charity towards mental health and young kids, and yeah, you don't wanna miss out. And yeah, the Tiltified link should be up as well, by the way. So yeah. Well, we'll swiftly move on from that, and we'll go to our guests. First off, I want to switch it up this time. So, Jason, like I said, welcome. So, yeah, I mean, so I want to talk about, this is one thing that's been happening around, and it's spread it on Twitter, and by the time of this recording, the announcement has probably been made. Obey Undead is no longer a thing.
Yes.
Oh
Obey
no!
Undead is no longer a thing.
So what happened? Or you could try saying much of a limited,
Well,
but yeah.
So let me figure out what I want to say here, because the thing is, I don't want to say too much, just because I respect the hell out of what Grizz and Greg and all the guys did. First of all, really something ambitious to try to make that Zombies team for the community, a Zombies esports team, going for records and things like that, is I think what was supposed to be kind of the original goal. And then a lot of the focus went over to content creation, and then other things happened there that weren't as favorable when it came to just how the team was operating. But I guess, really long story short, just things didn't really work out the way it was intended to work out for the team, and it just ended up happening the way it happened. Grizz told us, hey, we're going to be dissolving the team, and XYZ, and then some of the higher management people from Obey Alliance chipped in their 2 cents. That basically, this team was an experiment, and I think we knew that from the start, because you don't really see a lot of Zombies esports teams. You don't really see a lot of things like that, and the longevity of it. You don't see it go on for as long as this one did. So I feel like the experiment had its ups and downs, and you know what? I'm happy to be a part of the experiment, because you got to try something. And like I said, I respect the hell out of Grizz and Greg and all the other guys. Made some new friends through the Obey Undead team as well, and I hope everyone has a has a great rest of their content creation careers after Obey Undead, which I know they all are. They're all unique in their own way. But yeah, I think it was a good experience. Had its ups and downs for sure, but that's going to be everything. But unfortunately, those downs kind of got to us and eventually led to it being dissolved.
Was it sort of like I wouldn't say like was it sort of like a beef between you, or no, not you, was it Grizz, sorry, that was in charge of Obey Undead? Or was
Yeah,
it
so
Greg?
it was Grizz. We kind of there's three heads. There were three heads of Obey Undead. It was Grizz, Greg, and MC Zombie Slayer.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone on the team, well, it was made very clear. Like Grizz was like the head of the head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was the one who was in direct talks with Obey Alliance and the higher ups there, the management there. Greg and MC were also heads there. But I think everybody can get behind the fact that Grizz was like the head of trying to manage some of the extra funding for the team, or trying to get like sponsorship, like the G Fuel thing, right? I know we had a few things where we were promoting G Fuel and things like that. Greg and MC were also heads too. They contributed in their own ways, of course, and I respect them for doing that as well.
Absolutely.
Of course.
But yeah, so what was the question about?
It was a sort of like a beef between Grizz and some of the higher ups of Obey Alliance. Was a sort of like a big clash of like saying you're not doing great here, like it's not working out. That typo. This is.
I mean,
sort of like that.
The thing is with any kind of when you have a gaming organization and a gaming organization goes to try to branch out into other aspects of things, I think the I don't want to call it really butting heads, because it's business. At the end of the day, it's just business.
Of course.
And I think what it came down to was, I don't think they were satisfied with the kind of production Obey Undead was bringing forth. And I think that's what kind of led to, I assume you're referring to what certain former members put on Twitter, right? Like twit longers and things like that.
Sort of, yeah.
So what I'm gonna comment on that is, yeah, I mean, I as far as beef, I don't think it's beef. I think it's business, and I think the Obey higher ups were just kind of like, hey, so this, like, something's not working here, and so the Obey higher ups and Grizz talking back and forth about it, and then ultimately came to the decision to end up
sort of leading to where.
Team.
Damn, that's so unfortunate, and big props to Grizz as well, for sticking it out and taking off the whole front of it, really, and
Yeah.
I mean, I hope to see, it maybe in the future with Grizz even starting a new type of esports organization. Who knows?
If I'm not mistaken, he's still
Obey.
Obey,
Yeah.
because he, if I'm not mistaken, does like photography and stuff for them.
Oh, damn.
So,
yeah.
And not to mention that certain members of Obey Undead, like Greg, even though Obey Undead doesn't exist, Greg is still on the stream team for Obey Alliance.
True.
So there's still fragments of Obey Undead that are still part of Obey Alliance. However, I just at this current moment in time, I really just don't see Obey Alliance trying anything like a zombies team again.
No.
Just because I think it's just they tried it, and it was an experiment, and that's what it was from the beginning. And like I said, I was happy to be part of the experiment. And business is business, and
business is business. Yeah.
Like water off a duck's back, you got to keep moving forward.
That's unfortunate.
I guess it was worth trying it than not. Like it was not a gamble, but it was a 50-50. Like, is it it could work, or it could like just not work at all. And in this case, it was the latter, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, and you have the thing too with zombies content not really being the most flashy kind of form of media right now in gaming, just because of just the state of what's going on with Vanguard and the community, and things are just really hectic and it feels like the community is just in this really strange spot. This is the strangest spot I think the community's ever been in its entire history. And so that was also a huge contributor to it too. There's just like not a lot of content to make for zombies that people haven't seen yet. I think it was also just the fact that, you know, it was just one of those things where the community is in a really weird spot. And I don't want to go into too much details, because I do want to respect I do want to respect Grizz, and I want to respect Obey Alliance. I don't want to just gush everything out here, because, you know, like I said, I respect the hell out of them, and I don't want to say things that would make it look like I'm talking shit about them when I'm not. Because I don't want to shit. Like I said, these guys worked hard. These guys worked really, really hard, and I honestly, Grizz is a good guy. I think a lot of people need to realize. I think Grizz is a really good guy, and I think there's something to be said that, you know, he tried to make a team. He tried to make a esports zombies team. Not a lot of people in this community can say that they tried to do something like that. And I think with, you know, some of the people who also hated on Obey Undead a lot, they just kind of gave him too much shit for no reason, I think.
Literally, that's it, and that's not even the fact. That's coming from Twitter as well. This is the one thing I know Jason and JC, you've heard it from me before. I cannot stand Twitter half of the time. Literally, when I look on Twitter, when this whole thing was happening, was saying, oh lol, Grizz was such and such, just chatting absolute shit, let's be real. They were talking absolute out of their mind and saying, oh, Obey Undead was never such a good thing in the start. I'm like, what are you on about? Like, to the point, Obey Undead was big. It was really, really big. And, you know, I don't understand why people would think such a thing. It's such a low tier, that typo. My response to that is like, shut up. You're talking out of your mind. Obey Undead was so great, man, and I will always say that. And even to the point, you know, world records being beaten by such and such of, you know, probably Zombie Dog. I'll name a guy out there, you know. And I mean, it's really much as I got to say.
That's another guy on the team who put in a lot of work. You know, he put in a lot of his time into the team, and I gotta respect the hell out of that guy too. But yeah, I mean, I guess, like I said before, long story short, just this combination of things that happened all together that just didn't make it work out in the end, unfortunately. And, you know, like I said, I want to say as much as I can without just pouring out all the shit, because, you know, and it's just behind the scenes stuff that nobody needs to know. And I'm sure other people out there and other videos and Twitter, they've already revealed it anyways. But no, that's just not my style. I respect them too much to I respect them too much to do something like that and just be, hey guys, look at all the secrets and look at all the stuff that happened. I mean,
don't want to throw it out, that typo.
we didn't sign NDAs or anything like that, so it's like, you could say it, and I get it. I get if people want to say it,
but you don't want to be like such and such. I don't want to be that type of person, you know. I want to respect it, you know.
If anything, it's going to feed into the negativity, and I don't want to feed into the negativity, because if I say something extra about what happened behind the scenes with Obey Undead, people are going to be like, oh wow, so that means this was super shitty, and that means you're super shitty, or like whatever, right? Like, it's just too much negativity going on in the community that I don't want to contribute to that. So
yeah, I mean,
best thing to do.
Yeah,
definitely the best thing to do.
Definitely. Well, I'll move on to the next topic. I think that's where we'll cover it up then with Obey Undead, you know, and just the typo. And we'll move to your... let's talk about Twitch and the YouTube and also the acting, Jason. How's that been panning out for you?
I mean, things are going all right. Zombies has been in a very strange spot, as we all know. So some, content has been um, a little bit more difficult to come by than usual recently. But
Mm-hmm.
I think at the end of the day, it's just sitting down and just playing something and just making that into a video and just having fun with it. I think that's what it boils down to at the end of the day. Just make content that's fun for you to play, and then
Mm-hmm.
people will see that you're making videos and you're having fun making those videos too. And I think the energy is kind of the energy moves with that. So I think that's going to be the key to moving forward is just to keep trying to have as much fun as possible with zombies, even if the content isn't as
It's sort of dry at the moment. Yeah,
plentiful.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
sort of hard to come out. But I mean, normally in like if you've been watching mine and Jason's stream, we've been streaming rank play recently. I mean, I've been enjoying
Too.
the hell out of rank play, and I think it's probably the most fundamentally the funnest game to play at the moment. The game
It's
mode.
rank play is fun, but
When you
I
like
do
out.
I do have to say, man, there are so many problems with Vanguard.
Oh,
It
it's
makes me
bad.
not want to play it at all. Uh, I just couldn't believe it. I mean, the other day on stream, I kept lagging out, and the game temporarily suspended me first for 15 minutes and then for half an hour because I kept lagging out because the servers were just kicking me for no reason. I have great internet, so the fact that I kept getting kicked off
Mm-hmm.
constantly, I like I just it's ridiculous. And then the temporary bans for something that wasn't even in my control, I just. I'm just sitting there shaking my head, going, I want to play the game. Like I want to play the
Yeah.
game. I
Yeah.
want to get better at multiplayer because that's another thing too. In the down periods of zombies, I think moving on over into like some multiplayer content or some Warzone content could also be really fun because I just like Call of Duty. So it's almost like hindering me a little bit from like playing that. And then not to mention Warzone did that to me the other day too, where I'm playing on Warzone literally about to win the game. I'm not joking when I say that, by the way. Literally about to win the game on Iron Trials, and I get booted. So like I don't know. Call of Duty is in a rough spot.
It is, and
Definitely.
I think it kind of leads to the next topic. If your Vanguard's view on it, and I mean you're covering much as on that. I want to talk about. Obviously, this is a zombies podcast. We all are part of the zombies community, of course. Like, what is the view? What is your view on Vanguard zombies, and I'd say the foreseeable future of Call of Duty?
Okay, so so Vanguard, Vanguard,
Game.
it's a game for the PS4 and the
Oh
Xbox
no,
One.
no.
No, but in all seriousness, Vanguard has a lot of problems. Vanguard obviously has a lot of problems. We've all seen the problems with the you can't pause the game in solo. You get kicked it for solo inactivity for no reason.
It's
Uh,
desperate.
and then you have the objective based. You have objective based maps that a lot of people in the community don't really like. I feel like this concept could have been a better concept if there was more things to do instead of just the kind of basic objectives. And a lot of people don't really like the objectives either. Like I don't like the sacrifice objective. I think that one's too long, and it just gets not fun after a while.
Tedious is how would
Very
I put it?
tedious.
Very tedious.
I think that's a good way to put sacrifice. Like transmit and blitz, like those aren't bad, but the outbreak versions of them are better with holdout and escort and like everything else in outbreak better than Vanguard. Um, I mean, the Dark Ether grind I think is definitely worse this year than the Black Ops Cold War season because Black Ops Cold War I think had the perfect amount of camos to unlock for the weapons. And I said this before, with the weapons and unlocking them to earn camos and getting weapon levels and things like that, I always thought Black Ops Cold War was pushing it with 50. to be the maximum level for the camos, because I know you can get some weapons 55, but 50 was the level for most of the weapons to unlock all the camos. Vanguard, you have to get to max level 70.
Yeah.
In order for you to unlock.
Oh, it's absurd. It is absurd.
So
And
dumb.
it's absurd, especially considering that Vanguard weapon XP also isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel like you're just slamming your head onto a concrete wall expecting to make a hole. Like it's just it feels very frustrating to play the game. And not to mention, during certain double XP weekends, people have been able to prove that certain double XP weekends weren't even double XP.
Yeah.
So
It was point proven. I remember saying that. Yeah, I was just like, it was like, I've wasted my time on that.
Right? Like it almost feels like you waste your time. And then what's funny to me is that people will say, "Oh well, Vanguard's player counts are high, right?" Or not player counts. Like the time played. Wow.
Yeah.
People are playing this game for long periods of time, right, guys? That means it's good.
No,
it doesn't necessarily mean it's good, because if you make everything a higher level and harder to get, yeah, people are going to be playing the game a lot longer.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what contributes to that. And honestly, I don't think the player count is there at all. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it's hard for me to get into a game of just normal public multiplayer now.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm searching in these lobbies for a long ass time. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not sure what's happening entirely behind the scenes. I mean, we have a glimpse of what's happening behind the scenes with Treyarch being responsible for basically this entire game now. Because I mean, multiplayer, of course, Sledgehammer's still working on that. But then you see the other parts of the game. Zombies and ranked play is Treyarch.
Yeah.
And I guess, okay, campaign, Sledgehammer made the campaign too. But if we're talking about a full season, or we're talking about a full year of content for Vanguard, Sledgehammer is only working on 1/3 of their own game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell that's about, but what I do know is that Treyarch is definitely Treyarch definitely deserves a break.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
they're really working their ass off with this game. And as for Sledgehammer, I don't know what the hell is happening over at Sledgehammer, but
It's not great. Hey, I know me and JC normally talk about it, and it's the thing. It's like, near enough, me and JC decided, we always talk about it. Everything was, like, this was Activision's fault that this ended up like this and pushing Treyarch to the limit. That was Activision pushing them, and and it was previous to go back into the player count. Not even to mention, in the United Kingdom, Vanguard is the most, what is it, what's the word I'm looking for now? Oh no, refunded game, close to Cyberpunk. It's absurd. Yeah. Like, it's really bad, and that was during launch as well. And I always, before the Vanguard even come out, I had potential. This game definitely had potential to be
absolutely
had the potential to be the best, near enough closest of the best Call of Duty that we've seen in a long time. And it's just a shame, and it really is a shame to see why Activision pushes them. And that at that time, that's Activision, being Activision, and now looking at Microsoft now buying them. Of course, like, I could see Call of Duty being a really good game if Microsoft knows what they're doing. And yeah, I mean, it's.
I hope so. I hope Microsoft knows what they're doing, and I think Microsoft can look at the past few years and what's been happening with Call of Duty. I mean, as much as I like Black Ops Cold War, one of my favorite games personally, I think we can all say that a lot of people in the community still didn't like it.
No, it was such a head bang as well as the Vanguard. At launch, it was a buggy ass game. I remember on launch when the game came out, and everybody's just finding bugs and everything. Same with Black Ops 4, man. It was not great.
I mean, dude, honestly, Vanguard's launch dwarfs Black Ops 4's launch.
Exactly,
you. I mean, it's really ridiculous to see what's happened with Vanguard, and I agree with what you said. With this, could have been a really, really good Call of Duty game if maybe it had a little bit more time to be.
If
worked
it had
on.
time and actually dedication towards a game, because you can't just be expecting something within a year. It doesn't make sense. And the high demanding of games nowadays, it takes time, and you can't be rushing a Call of Duty every year nowadays, because it's not possible. If you want
like,
to,
obviously, I can't go off of personal experience because I haven't even bought the fucking game. But it just seems very half-assed.
it just
Like they haven't really bothered with it.
they just
There
don't
are
care.
parts that
When I
feel
say
like
thing-
that from a consumer's point of view. I mean, and not even talking about content creators' point of view right now.
Oh,
I'm just gonna talk about just a consumer's point of view right now, where like, what the hell is even happening, right?
I know.
With like season 2 of Vanguard, yes, they added stuff, but it feels like they didn't, and that's a problem. Where like the 2 maps that they added to multiplayer. Let's start there first. Casablanca and Gondola.
Gondola, yeah.
I don't really like both those maps.
No,
to be honest with you.
they're half-ass maps, and that's
Then you got ranked play.
Uh,
Ranked play,
yeah.
obviously, is probably it's a shining spot, a tiny little shining spot, because then you got all the tryhards and all those guys going over there. And anyways, but then you have zombies with Terra Maledicta, which I do have to say is a step up from Duran Fong. I think.
It is, yeah.
Doing a little bit extra with the maps goes a long way, surprisingly enough.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. To me, and I mentioned this before, it feels so weird.
I know.
That an assault rifle being added to Black Ops Cold War, the Vargo 52, that generated more hype than like the entirety of Season 2 for Vanguard. And that shouldn't be a thing. That really, really shouldn't be a thing. And like I was saying, Sledgehammer, don't know what's going on there. Although I do have to say, I really hope they figure it out. Because I think what a lot of people don't understand is when people like us in the Call of Duty community are super critical of developers, is because we want to see the game do well. We want to see you guys succeed. So we're very confused when something like this happens and it is just a complete mess. So just know it's like it's a tough love kind of a thing, right? We're hard on you guys because we know you guys can make better products. We know you guys can make better maps, better experiences, a pause button, things like that. So I think a lot of people misconceive it with, oh, you guys are just hating on the game for no reason. Just shut up and play. Or, oh, just don't play it if you don't like it, which that's fair. I do play Vanguard a lot. That's a fair argument for sure. But I'm still going to give it a chance whenever new things are added. Because I want to see Call of Duty do good.
Of course.
So for anybody out there being like, oh, people are just hating on this game for no reason. No. We don't like things because we want to see it do good. And we want to give the constructive criticism that the developers deserve. Now, I think there is a line between constructive criticism and just randomly going on Twitter and saying, L ratio, you fell off without providing any kind of...
no evidence!
Like those people confuse me. Like, first of all, I never got the whole ratio thing, right? Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. And then like L, like, oh my God, a letter of the alphabet that really hurt my feelings. Like, I don't know, man. It's just so stupid to me.
I know your boy Badger always likes to take the mick out of us with that one.
Badger always in the chat. He always
L plus ratio.
Yeah, he always replies to messages saying ratio.
It's so funny.
I don't get it. I just straight up don't get it. You'll see people like on Sledgehammer's Twitter or the CDL's Twitter or something like that. They'll be like, "Hey guys," because they're trying to make the game look exciting, right? You can't blame them for doing that, even though things aren't exciting. But like just going and commenting on some random thing like, "Hey, look, the new thing is in the game." L.
Yep, L. But not even the fact it's not even on the CDL's YouTube channel. Whenever they do their live stream, like L game, oh L game. And then the next thing you know, you're looking at Optic fans saying, "Oh, great wall, Optic! Oh, Optic!"
But then, here's the thing, though. You can say it's an L game. I think a lot of people do think this game is not very good, which I don't think it is. That's all fine and dandy. That's great. Please provide constructive criticism.
Please provide it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it does any good just saying this is bad. Well, why is it bad? And now I can honestly imagine the developers know why it's bad, and I think they can kind of gather what's been going on with all the content creators making videos about it and people writing things on Twitter. I think they can kind of gather what's going on, but at the same time, I think there's always still, if more people in the community are saying the same things when it comes to the criticisms of the game and what needs to be fixed, I think it should be brought to the developers' attention more, because these are the people who are, we are the people who are buying the game.
We're the customer that buys the game, yeah.
Yeah, we're the customer, we're the consumer, we're the content creator who also has to try to make videos about this and try to grow our channels. So it's this kind of reciprocal. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's you reciprocate.
Reciprocate, yeah.
The support for one another. I think.
And us as us content creators, it's such a pain at the moment to even play Vanguard or even stream it, because nobody really cares about it. Nobody's gonna watch Vanguard gameplay. Either that, or they're just interested more in Warzone. To be honest.
Either that, or people are just more interested in 30-second short videos of Transit or some older zombies map. So
a silly little montage on Transit.
I mean, it's the truth. I mean, right now in the community, you got all these just random 30, 40, 50-second clips. Did you know about this trick in Transit? And it's like, okay, maybe I didn't know about that trick in Transit. That's kind of cool.
So then they'll go back and play it to find it out.
Yeah, but I don't know. To me, it speaks volumes where a short video about Black Ops 2, a game that's going to be 10 years old, a game 10 years old is doing better. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if you guys saw this. Modern Warfare 3 is popping off right now on Twitch.
Really?
The Spanish community is going crazy about Modern Warfare 3 right now. There was over 300,000 people watching Modern Warfare 3 on Twitch.
Christ.
Way more than Vanguard, way more than like GTA, I think, almost. Like some of these bigger games, Modern Warfare 3 is passing. So when you look at that and you go, oh my God, like, wow.
I'm not even, this game is now what? How old is this game now? 10 years old?
Well, Modern Warfare 3, I think it's going to be 11 this year. No. Am I right? Am I wrong? No, it's a lit.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
11 years? 11 years! 11-year-old game beating a modernized Call of Duty! Oh no!
Yeah, MW3 was before Black Ops 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
So I'll be 11 years old this year.
That's crazy, even to think about. 11-year-old game beating a modernized Call of Duty. Like, that is absurd, and I didn't expect that!
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it just shows you what's going on in the community and just what's going on. It's not just our community. It's not just our community that we see things aren't going well. Internationally, people don't like this game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Internationally, as you can see here, the Spanish community going crazy over Black Ops or Modern Warfare 3. So, just shows you where we are right now, unfortunately.
Desperate for content to grab it off of other Call of Duties, and
you can make it interesting. You can make it interesting.
Like I'll never forget this one though. The BO2 Revival Day. I'll never ever forget that day. Never.
That was cool.
That was such
I'm so annoyed. I was out and I didn't get to play it.
Oh,
I'm really annoyed about that.
Such a fun time.
BO2 Revival Day made me really get back into Black Ops 2 a lot because I love Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games of all time, of course. Mob of Dead is my favorite zombies map of all time.
Of course.
And I'm playing a lot more Black Ops 2 than I used to, which is great. And I'm having a lot more fun playing that than Vanguard. And
what was it peaking views of online? Was it not peaking over like 10,000 or something round about there? Because I
don't remember
remember
the numbers exactly for
it was a
Revival Day.
pretty
It
high.
a
It was
lot.
a high number that the game hasn't seen in like what in
Yeah.
2012 for that fact, or
Okay.
even round
Yeah,
about
for
there.
sure.
Like that's absurd, and the people popping off in multiplayer, zombies, whatever they really fancied, and
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully we get to see more BO1 but Revival Day. Who knows?
Why not?
Why
For a
not?
Black Ops 3 Revival Day.
Oh, darn! I'd
I'm
be.
all over that.
Yeah,
Turn
be
the
like.
clocks back. Just turn the clocks back to 2015, 2016.
The fact
Oh
that
my
the
gosh!
fact
If I could go back to like how fucking brilliant the zombies community was during the lifespan of BO3. Like oh my I think I'm safe in saying that was the peak of the zombies community.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong,
Yeah.
Jesse. And the thing is, it's like the fact that this game is coming up 8 years since this game has been released. It is. I have to look at me like, ah man, it's been 8 years since like the
Wild.
peak. I dare say since the peak of zombies community has been, and it's such a. I don't like saying that because I know BO4 had potential as well, and it's just with the zombies.
BO4, dude, BO4's launch got way
Oh, it
too
was
much hate.
doo doo,
Yeah.
man. It was so doo doo.
I mean, I understand that people had a lot of glitches and a lot of blue screens,
Yeah.
but here's the thing about Black Ops 4. It was more playable than Vanguard, I think.
It still is. It still
It
is.
still is.
I will 100% play BO4 over Vanguard nowadays.
I mean, maybe I was one of the luckier ones when Black Ops 4 came out. I think I only blue screen like once.
I crashed once,
me
yeah.
too.
I crashed
My
once.
game
Like-
crashed a few times, but not
It
many.
didn't really affect me as much, but I just found it really confusing to me that like the community really folded over that specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Yeah.
understand people don't like the mechanics of Black Ops 4. Oh, the perk system. Oh, the point system. Oh, this and that. Whatever. That's personal opinion. But I was just sad to see that the community. That's when it really started to fold, and I think Black Ops 4 definitely gets too much hate. And I've
Definitely
been,
does.
I've been a Black Ops 4 enjoyer for since the start of Black Ops 4. I haven't played in a long time. I'm gonna admit, I haven't played Black Ops 4 in a long time. But I still like maps like Tag der Toten, and I like Alpha Omega, despite what a lot of people say in the community.
Yes! Yes!
But whatever. I mean, hey, I think we can all agree though, despite if you love or hate Black Ops 4, the Black Ops 4 community event, the reveal event, was amazing.
It was hype. I remember watching it with my friend at that time, and we were like, "Damn, this is really fucking hype, man! I'm really excited for this."
It was a beautiful event.
The fact is, me and JC, we were playing BO4 back in the summertime. I had an enjoyable time playing Death of the Night. I will 100% say that.
I will say
Dead of
this
the
now.
Night.
Dead of the Night is not a bad map.
It's not a bad
It's
map.
not a bad map.
It's
Yes.
just okay. to me. Just okay.
It's better than Vanguard. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but it's just okay to me. Honestly, I didn't like the vampires. I didn't.
No,
like
that's the one thing, right? I don't like.
Depth on that map weren't my favorite either. Just
I will say this: I don't like how Dead of the Night with the vampires and the werewolf. I did not like them once whatsoever. Map in general, I thought it was very unique in a mansion in England. I thought it was really good. Characters, not so much. I thought they were, just there to kind of start the whole chaos story.
well, what's funny about that though is this was supposed to be the celebrity map, and it got no marketing.
It got no more. Yeah, there was no trailer for it or anything. Yeah.
That's what really hurt Dead of the Night's reputation. Which I mean, a lot of people were like, "Wait, there's a zombies map coming out."
Yeah.
Like,
Who's seen
what
that?
the hell is happening? It was so confusing. Just randomly one day, okay, here you go. And I don't know if it was because people were able to leak the new characters early, because people were able to do some sort of menu glitch in Black Ops 4 to like get the new characters to be revealed in the
Mm-hmm.
main menu or something. So I don't know if it was Treyarch like panicking and being like, they know, release it," or like maybe they just tried something new and they were maybe saying, "Hey, maybe we'll just do something random and like spontaneous," and yeah, I don't know what the deal was there, but hey, I mean, I guess it happened.
It's not even that bad, you know. I mean, I was most more hyped up for Alpha Omega, and the thing is, right? I know a lot of people arguably say, but you know, Chaos Crew wasn't great for BO4, and possibly for the story because people might have preferred over Ether. I remember this very, very well. It was a Noah J live stream, and I think it was the most viewed live stream since probably since the start of BO4. Like it had, I think he had round over like uh
For Alpha Omega.
for Alpha Omega, yeah, because it was
Wow.
Ether. People wanted to see an
Yeah.
Ether map, and I think it was reaching over like 100 or what was it, 160k viewers at
That's a lot.
max for just one map, and I thought that was pretty insane. And I guess it was a lot of people really cared about Ether much more than Chaos, to put it. But I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's just how the community was back then. I think the community still kind of is that way to a certain degree still today,
mm-hmm,
where we're seeing the same thing happen to the Chaos storyline that is now happening to Dark Ether,
mm-hmm,
where I think the community isn't really giving Dark Ether that much of a chance.
no,
I think a lot of people, and I know I know there are a select few people out there that do really like the Dark Ether storyline. I may be one of them. Uh, but I just see the same thing happening again, where it's like, oh, well, this isn't Ether, this isn't the whatever, and I don't know, just chaos. The Chaos storyline to me
and
did
it,
definitely have its underwhelming
I
parts, and
yeah,
I didn't like it to start with, but Ancient Evil got me interested in the Chaos storyline to go, okay, well, this was off to a really rocky start. I didn't really like this at first, but then Ancient Evil showed up and was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. Ancient Evil
it
asked a
should,
lot of questions, and
uh-huh,
maybe we were gonna get some answers in the next Treyarch game, but they didn't want to continue
I know.
Chaos, obviously, because the fans didn't like it, and it's just, I don't know, it's sad to
I
see.
wish hopefully maybe sometime in the future I beg for Treyarch to continue Chaos. I would love to see the Chaos crew again, to be honest. And
Interesting.
the thing is, right, Ancient Evil, I know arguably a lot of people have Ancient Evil as the best BO4 map. It's my second favourite, of course. And Ancient Evil, now, I would arguably enjoy playing it. I think it's a solid map. It's a really solid map. And I love the boss fight. I thought the boss fight was really cool.
Yeah.
And the wonder weapon, or the wonder weapons, the
Yeah.
what are the
God,
gauntlets?
Hands, yeah.
Yeah, the gauntlets. I thought they were really cool.
very unique, very very unique wonder weapons. With the mythology, ancient
Mm-hmm.
Greek mythology, kind of tied into all of that. Really really like that, and that's what I really like about Blundell's style of he like the history kind of a thing. I feel like the Chaos storyline was really just an empty canvas for Jason Blundell just play around and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Craig Houston also being a great writer that he is. Um, I think he kind of took that as an opportunity too to just start fresh with a blank canvas and just try something new.
But
And like
obviously
I
a
said
lot of
earlier, it was just a bumpy start.
it
Bumpy
was
start.
it was very bumpy, and I know a lot of people
Uh,
didn't really like the chaos.
yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for Deviation Games, to put it. Hopefully next year or something, or maybe later this year, we'll get to see something new from Deviation Games. You know, with
Maybe.
I'm
Jason cooking
excited.
up something good.
I'm excited to see what Deviation Games have in store.
Mm-hmm.
Really
Yeah,
excited.
100%. I think what's going to be happening with that is, obviously I don't think it's going to be zombies. And if it is
Yeah,
zombies,
I
then
think
that'd
it
be
will.
really weird. It'd be really weird, but it'd be kind of interesting to see too. But maybe it's like a single player campaign thing. I don't know. But whatever it's gonna be, Jason Blundell, I guarantee you, it's gonna be something history related. It's gonna be something mythological. It's gonna be something. It's gonna, just in my opinion, I think it's gonna be something that has to do with history. That is going to be such just amplified with this crazy storyline and this crazy
Yep.
convoluted thing that kind of Ether was, and then Chaos started to be. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm really
Same.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, we're poaching in off the end of the podcast. I wanna talk about, should we talk about CDL? I mean, do you want us to talk about it?
I mean, I don't really have much to say. I don't know if you guys do.
Yeah,
I
very
mean,
much.
it's so far it's a pretty interesting season, I would say.
Yeah.
Optic is returning to form.
Yeah,
Royal
we're coming
Ravens
up with
here
a
there.
major one win. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair dues. Hats off to beating the champs of last year, Atlanta FaZe. And I have to say, so far, for the CDL, it's been quite an interesting one to say for me as a Raven fan. Coming off it, like we're sitting,
The Ravens are actually picking themselves up now.
we're like a top 3 team, and
Yeah.
it's so good for us to be coming off with top 3 now. I'm so happy that we've got a really good squad, and the time of this recording, we had Paul X. We beat LA Thieves 3-0 with a substitute. Like, or what do you on about? Like, people need to stop sleeping. Not even on us, Toronto Ultra as well. Stop sleeping on the EU guys, because I mean, we're. I don't want to say I don't want to. I want to say this nice. Us as the EU players, people are sleeping on them. People are sleeping on the EU compared to North America. But yeah, I wanted just to.
I think
I just wanted to touch on it, just to spark up an interest. I
sure.
want to talk about the Division Z podcast, Jason. You said you've got something secret. Is it still secret, or can you give a little tease?
Yeah.
Or it's very secret then, so you can't give a tease.
No.
Okay.
It just be like that sometimes, but Division Z, I just gotta say, is it's been a really fun experience. I've never done a podcast before, so jumping into this just feet first or head first, feet first in the water, some idiom metaphor. Jumping into this head first, doing podcasting with Cosmic. We're approaching 2 years almost now of Division Z, which is insane to think about that we've already been doing this for almost 2 years. Had some really great moments, and I just really, really hope it continues to grow, and I really hope that things continue to improve and things continue to happen that challenge not only myself but challenge Cosmic to want to do better, and to continue to push further with the podcast, and not just with it being a podcast and it being other things is what we really want it to be. So we definitely want to do more things that challenge us, things that get us a little bit more ahead. And that's what we're looking for in the future. But as to the thing you asked me about,
Can't say it. Can't say it. That's understandable. I believe we've run out of topics. Damn, this was we've run out of topics. Yeah, I mean, Jason, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, even though you had to push some stuff back. We really appreciate you taking the time and the effort to free up your day to come to a podcast with us, even though you didn't have to. But much,
it's all good. We've been wanting to do this for a while now.
We've been meaning
I
to.
think it's about time we get it going. So
yeah,
it's all good.
It's definitely been a mad one. But with all of that, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end. Go sub to this man right here, Mr. Jason Hoisington. Link is always down below in the description. If you're watching on Spotify, too bad. Just look it up yourself. But if you're too bad.
Wow.
Yeah, you'd look it up for
If you're
yourself.
listening to this on Spotify and you want to check it out, Jason H Gaming on YouTube and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I do zombies, I do Call of Duty, and I just want to have fun with gaming. I just want
Exactly.
to have fun with
And
gaming
that's
Yes.
all that
today.
matters. That's all that matters.
Have fun with gaming, have fun with voiceover, continue to grow that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just try to do things that I love to do. As the old saying goes, you do something you love to do for a living, you never work a day in your life, and that's something that carries me every day. So
Exactly. Well, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I am gonna wrap it up here with everything that we've talked about. With all the topics we talked about. Thanks for listening. If you're new around here, please subscribe. Please do hit the bell.
And on that note, I'm gonna go stream some Modern Warfare 3.
Exactly.
there you go.
Link is all everyone here. ZFT link is all down in the description. Go sign up to the ZFT5. I was about to say ZFT4. Wrong one. And with other than that, we'll see you on the next one.
Bye bye.
Peace out.